Another extraordinary twist in the Fisher by-election, with the Liberal candidate snatching a narrow lead. Political reporter Tom Richardson is live at State Parliament. Tom, how close is the count now?
Kate, in a contest that's already seen so many twists and turns, this perhaps the most extraordinary. The Liberals now lead by 17 votes, with probably 300 to 400 still to count. Around 200 of them will be counted first thing tomorrow morning, but we certainly won't have a result now until Saturday, when preferences are distributed, perhaps a recount after that. But the other thing is, this is now once again a three-horse race. Independent Daniel Woodyatt is gaining some ground on Labor. If he does manage to get his nose in front, Labor's preferences would see him surge into the lead. The Liberals, it's fair to say, as surprised as anyone by today's events. Let's hear from the opposition.
It's certainly going to be very, very close. Clearly, in looking at and speaking to some of the Labor scrutineers down there, you know, the colour was visibly draining from their faces as the final votes came in today. It was unexpected from their viewpoint.
The Liberals had already started the blame game for what looked like an election defeat, pointing the finger at the Abbott government and in particular the Defence Minister David Johnston. The Minister wouldn't have a bar of the criticism today, though he did seek to mend some bridges.
With moral support from a Cabinet colleague,
ready to go?
Defence Minister David Johnston faces the tough question. Was he to blame for the Liberal slide in Fisher?
Given the Labor Party had a primary vote of 27%, I just reject the premise that I had much to do with it.
But 2 weeks after his staggering attack on the Australian Submarine Corporation,
you wonder why I wouldn't trust them to build a canoe.
An announcement that could be seen as a desperate bid to win back support from its 3,000 workers. Plans to rescue the air warfare destroyer project that he claims is doing so badly. 21 months delayed and more than $600 million over budget.
We inherited a significant problem.
There's a hint that if the problem can be fixed, then the plan to build 12 submarines in Adelaide may no longer be dead in the water.
It looks like we're now at the end of that phase where he's talking down at Australian workers' capability and starting to talk about the future.
Yesterday I would have said I thought there was no chance of submarines being built here in Australia, but now I've got a better than 50% optimism that there's a realisation in government that we can build submarines and ships here.
And workers here at Osborne might not need to wait long for a decision. Well-placed sources say that the Commonwealth will announce before Christmas that it's putting the project to open tender. That decision could come after December 14, when Japan, the ASC's main competition for the project, holds its general election. Ben Avery, 9 News.